The Settlers is a video game series. The first game in the series is The Settlers. There are 8 games in the series, including remakes. All the games were developed by the German studio Blue Byte Software, and were published by either Blue Byte or Ubisoft, the company that later acquired Blue Byte. The tablet version of the game is developed by Gameloft. Games: The Settlers. The Settlers is a slow-paced simulation video game by German developer Blue Byte Software, first released in 1993 for Commodore Amiga and in 1994 for the IBM PC. It was the first game of its type, blending together principles which had not been seen in a single game before, and defined the line of the later Settlers games. On the hardware available at the time, the game could control a maximum of 64,000 individuals, all behaving autonomously. The Settlers 2, The Settlers 2, Veni, Vidi, Vici is a real-time strategy video game, released by Blue Byte Software in 1996. Its gameplay is very similar to that of its predecessor, The Settlers, albeit with a Roman theme and improved graphics. Many fans of the franchise consider this the best game of the Settlers series, primarily because future installments change the transport management aspect considerably. This popularity more recently boosted Blue Byte's decision to publish a remake of the game, The Settlers 2 10th Anniversary for Windows and Nintendo DS port. The Settlers 3 The Settlers 3 is a real-time strategy video game developed by Blue Byte Software, being the second sequel to The Settlers. This isometric city-building game was released on November 30, 1998. The most notable difference between this game and its 2 predecessors is that there are no more roads. All units, including carriers with goods, can walk around freely. This simplifies the building of a settlement, since only the distances between buildings are relevant, and not how roads can be constructed between them. Military units are now directly controlled, making fighting more similar to games like Command and Conquer or Age of Empires, than to the previous Settlers games. Settlers 3 was also famous for its peculiar copy protection. In pirated versions of the game, iron smelters would only produce pigs instead of iron, which made weapon production impossible. The Settlers 4 The Settlers 4 is a real-time strategy video game developed by Blue Byte Software, being the third sequel to The Settlers. In The Settlers 4 there are 4 playable races: the Mayans, the Vikings, the Romans, and the Trojans. There was also an NPC-only race, called the Dark Tribe. The game can be played via either single player, playing against the computer, or against another human opponent, via multiplayer, and features a free settle mode where players are free to build a civilization with no fear of attack. The game is also available for iPhone and iPod Touch under the name The Settlers, with free and pay versions available. Although the title is different, the game is much the same, but using the iPhone's touch controls. The Settlers, Heritage of Kings. The Settlers, Heritage of Kings is the 5th installment of the Settlers series of real-time strategy games on the PC. Heritage of Kings breaks off from the typical pattern that Settlers games have followed since they began. While the concept of the game remains, in essence, the same, a lot of the gameplay features have changed from those of the Settlers 4, and slightly resemble many of the gameplay aspects displayed in the game Cossacks, European Wars. Despite this, Heritage of Kings still maintains many of the characteristics of classic Settlers gameplay. The Settlers 2 10th Anniversary. The Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition is a remake of the classic real-time strategy game The Settlers 2. It was announced in July 2006. The Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition features up-to-date 3D graphics and new gameplay additions. The game was released in Germany in September 2006 and in the UK in October 2006. An English-language version was also available in various other regions, including Scandinavia and Asia. The game was not released in North America. The Settlers, Rise of an Empire. The Settlers, Rise of an Empire, a real-time strategy game, is the 6th game in the Settlers series. It was developed by Blue Byte and published by Ubisoft, with a US release date of September 25, 2007, a European release date of September 28, and an Australian release date of September 30. A limited edition is also available, containing additional in-game content, an art book, bonus DVD, original soundtrack, technology tree sheet, and a demo CD. The Settlers, Rise of Cultures, original German title, Die Sigiller, Aufbruch der Kulturen, not available in English language, is the second remake of the classic real-time strategy game The Settlers 2. It was announced in 2008. The Settlers 7, Paths to a Kingdom. The Settlers 7, Paths to a Kingdom is a real-time strategy and city-building video game developed by Blue Byte Software and published by Ubisoft. It was released on March 23, 2010 for Microsoft Windows and Mac OS X. The Settlers, Castle Empire. The Settlers Online, Castle Empire is a free, online browser-based version similar to the original game. It is named The Settlers Online in Europe. References. See also, Anno series, a similar German strategy game franchise, external links, The Settlers Online, free online game.